Well, guess who messed up his recording? And guess who's recording this a day late? This guy. Self-improvement Dave here. I'm the style of Zuko here. Okay, so this is a late financial Friday. It's Saturday now, and I'm very tired. But I still wanted to talk about this, especially because it's coming up in my life right now. And it's a sort of, this isn't an official rule, but the conservation of time, money, and energy. And there's a post I saw not too long ago. Actually, it's been a while, but I remember this post I saw, and it was basically saying that at different stages of your life, you usually have two of three things, but never all three at the same time. And it is time, money, and energy. When you're a kid, you're young, you've got a lot of time, you've got a lot of energy, to do things. But you don't have money yet, right? You don't have the capability to. And the loss is you can't make money, usually. As you transition into adulthood, you slowly lose out on time. You get busier and busier, which can be a good thing. Sometimes not. Depends on how you manage it. And hopefully, with that time spent, you get money. And hopefully, as an adult, you still have your energy that you can use, to generate money. And then, of course, as you get old and you near retirement, you stop working and you hopefully have accumulated money. And now that you've stopped working, you now have time. But as your body breaks down, you may not have the energy. So, that's kind of how this goes, right? You have two of three. You either got, kids are time and energy, adults are energy and money, and then retired old people are time and money. And, as an adult now, I'm 30, I should have, energy and money, right? The truth is I messed up. In my 20s, I didn't make proper use of the resources I had. I landed myself in a few positions where either my energy and time were wasted, not generating enough money, I was spending too much money, or I was putting myself in positions to just have a lot of energy and time without the money. So literally in this analogy or this, logic of things, I was being childish. And so here I find myself at 30 prioritizing money. And it's an interesting thing because I think it's the right thing to do. But I have to be careful because I do think this year it's changed who I am. Or maybe it's just revealed a different side, I should say. I don't think I've really changed. These thoughts have been inside me for a long time. In 2020, so let's jump back a year, I wasn't really working all that much, and so I had a lot of time and energy. I think I was a better friend. I was definitely interacting with my friends. I was happier doing so, more willing to hang out with them and spend time with them. And I think we bonded very closely. I have my imposters group, you know who you are. And I got my Sunday friends and bread group. Sorry, I had to think about the order. Who I love very much. And I owe a lot to both of these groups. They helped inspire me, get me through, last year with quarantine and everything. They helped inspire and keep me supported as I ran my 2020 miles last year, which was a big project for me. This year, I feel different and a little bit guilty. I'm trying not to channel that too much, to let it override and overtake me. But this year, I've, been struggling a bit, and I kept saying I was going to, sell out for money, and I think I finally have. I started, packing in my schedule for tutoring. I tutor math mostly, and I'm more focused on that now. I'm focused on the money. So I still have time, but I have less time now and less energy. And I'm also prioritizing all of this over my friends. And, part of that has always been within me. I think a lot of people think I'm nicer than I am. I'm not saying I'm a terrible person. I almost swore there. I had to catch myself. Anyway, not as good of a person as I think people may think I am. That, or maybe people are just being nice when they say I'm nice. I don't know. But right now, for example, I'm missing my best friend's birthday. And, you know, if you're watching this video, you may ask, how can he be your best friend if you're missing his birthday? And I think that's a valid question. I still feel closest to him. I still value him the most of all my friends. I trust him the most, I think. I definitely go and talk to him first when I want advice. But I am missing his birthday. Some people have talked to me about, trying to make it. I thought about it, and I decided I didn't want to provide a half effort to both going to his birthday and to tutoring, because if I made the drive over there, it's kind of a long drive-ish. And with how tutoring works, I would have to sacrifice a lot of sleep and potentially do a crap job at my tutoring. And so I decided not to, give a half effort on both fronts and to just fully commit to not going. And I'm tutoring instead. And I've decided not to regret a decision like that this year. I am wondering, what that says about me as a person. Am I a bad person? I'm not sure. But it definitely feels a little less sure. I'm a little less sure of the morality of my actions. But I have decided that, I have a very specific, or I have a set goal in mind, and I want to do it. I want to make money. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to do anything for money, right? I'm not going to be going out and killing people and stealing money and whatnot. But I am going to be sacrificing time, spent time that would be normally spent on relationships. It's going to be going into work and money. So the point of this video isn't to convince you that my actions are justified, that there is a specific right way at a specific time in your life on how you should prioritize time, money, and energy. It's just to say that, everyone is constrained, and what you value, what you're going to, have, that's on you. You decide, and that's why you have really rich people who are willing to pay for all these things that, to the rest of us may seem silly. They get everything delivered to them as quickly as possible, in expensive ways. They have people come and do their cleaning, their cooking, their garden and lawn maintenance, people to tutor their children, people to do their taxes, to manage their money, everything, right? Because they are so busy with everything else that they are doing that time, marginally speaking, is so much more valuable. They're so busy that even a little bit of extra time is worth a lot. And then, of course, on the other end of the spectrum, for those who are desperate for money, they're willing to put a lot of energy and a lot of their time just for a little bit more money. That's what they need to survive. So this isn't a complicated topic, and I'm sure, even people who are very young, to some level, like, think about it. But I guess this is more of a reminder, wherever you are in your life, to maybe reconsider, reevaluate, see how you feel about how you're spending your time, your energy, and your money. See if you like what you're doing. Anyways, with that, I apologize for putting this out late. I gotta go and see if I can record some roasts before I fall asleep, and I will see you guys later.